Hello and welcome back to Total War Attila. Finally I've got that right. So, today we are looking at a replay again, not a live battle. I did a live battle I just did a live battle, but that was really bad and I don't really have the time to do another one. Because I have to get in bed, because I'm tired. But before I go to bed and sleep, I had to record another video, of course, for tomorrow. So here we are in this replay. I don't actually know which replay this is. I have 4 replays with Assassinates where I've played Assassinates, and so I don't know which one this actually is because I can't remember. Well, anyway, I have on my flank 2 giant Afspar and 2 Persian mounted warriors, and then I have the Savaran cavalry. Now these guys are a very special cavalry unit indeed. Don't quote me on that, but I do think they are the only mounted crossbowmen in the game. Yes, mounted crossbowmen. Now that's something that's somewhat crazy. Then I have in the front 3 of these Armenian slingers. These guys really, they are strong, they are kicking your butt if you don't watch them. But sadly they don't have, well, they do have a lot of ammunition, 17 shots, but they run out quickly, sadly. Then my front are 3 units of immortals. No, not just any immortals. 3 elite immortals, as we can see right here. Doesn't he look badass? All of these with the masks are just really cool. Then I have in the back 3 Zogdian warriors with their clubs. They're just gonna bash my enemy to death. And even and again, they have really cool helmets. These well, some of them have open helmets, but these guys have like, well, I don't know if it's actually leather. It might be leather or cloth in front of them, which looks really cool. Then of course I have my Spahebet, my general, who is a pretty strong unit. He has a great charge, he can shoot, he's really good at melee. He's like, I might be wrong, I mean, some other nations, like the Vikings, they have really strong melee infantry generals, but the Assassinates definitely have the best cavalry general in my opinion. And look at him, he's really cool. I mean, he's the only one with the shield, but he has he has a club. How cool is that? He doesn't have a sword, he has a club. He's just, well, it's not really, it's a morning, no, it's not a morning star, it's more of a, well, it is a morning star, isn't it? It's not really a club. It's, I think, no, it's not called morning star. Well, I can't remember right now, but really cool weapon. And then we have my ally, the German. He plays as the Aristocrats. He has 3 noble Germanic horsemen. We can see right here. Actually, no, he has only 2 noble Germanic horsemen and 1 Germanic horseman. Then he has some Germanic spearmen, some noble Germanic swordsmen, 4 of those, some 3 Germanic archers here, 2 Germanic archers here. And then he has a 2 units of Thracian Oswan, his Germanic noble general. I don't like him, he's really, look at his stats, he's really weak, I think. He should have taken the Cav general, but oh well. Then he has another unit of German spearmen, I think he has one on his flank, yes. And then he has the same cavalry as on the other side, 1 German horseman and 2 German noble horsemen. Oh yeah, of course, I forgot my most important unit actually. These guys. The Naphtha Thrower. Hey, come on. Yeah, well, they're marching through the Naphtha Throwers. That's their name. These guys are awesome. They're, well, grenade throwers of the antique. So, that's really cool. And then we have my enemy over here, and we can see he has 6 units of Legio Comitatensis, I believe. No, he actually has only 3 units of Legio Comitatensis and 3 units of Aramigari Defensoris. And then he has 6 units of Sagittari. His general, he might have hidden more units. Actually, I don't think he has hidden any units because I can see the hidden units right here. He has a Cataphracti, 2 Cataphractis, and 2 Acritas Dalmatei. And our other enemy he is the... What faction does he have? My ally has... my enemy, the Roman Empire, has Cataphracti, Acritas Dalmatei, and Scout Acritas over here as well. And then we have... I think he might be the Franks or the Saxon. No, the Franks. I think he's the Franks. He has some noble Germanic swordsmen, some German pikes, 2 here, 2 over here. He has some elite German archers. Burgundian. Oh, he's Burgundian X-Men. He might be, well, Burgund. Then he has some noble Germanic horsemen over here. I'm just gonna pause real quick. Barbed lances, Burgundian X-Men, barbed lances, some noble Germanic swordsmen, 2 barbed skirmishes, and his general, the Royal Burgundian General. So he is probably Burgund. So here we can see my Saffron cavalry is luring out his enemy cavalry. As we can see, they are all charging here, and some of them are readying their crossbow. I don't know what that was about, and shooting straight into these cavalry units. And my Cataphracti, my Gian Aspar and my Persian motor warriors are counter-charging. They are getting some really good charges off. They are going to be in a long battle over here. Now he's moving his archers over to assist this charge, this cavalry attack, and I'm gonna move my Saffron cavalry a little bit back so they can shoot nicely into these ranks. Now here on this flank we can see nothing. They are more or less in stalemate. His cavalry is really close to the enemy, but otherwise they're shooting, a little bit of skirmishing going on. I'm moving forward on the others here. They finally well, he's shooting back now. You can see some cavalry moving. We've revealed their deception. Hidden troops. Yeah, he tried to attack these pikemen, but instead he's going for the archers. I'm moving up my my Armenian slingers to attack this bulk of cavalry, of archers. He's getting his general into the mix. You can see some fire arrows raining down here. One of the enemies, the Cataphracti, already broke. They didn't do too many kills yet, but they will do fairly well in this battle, I can tell you that much. And the enemies already are breaking here. Interesting. And my slingers are now firing at the enemy skirmishers, and we can see our ally, my ally, has committed his cavalry into this cavalry attack, but got counter-charged. Now the enemy has some more barbed lances. He wanted to try to flank my ally, but he moved his German spearmen quickly to intercept. And he has some more cavalry over here, some noble swords, noble riders and all that good stuff. Now they are wavering, but they have not fled yet. My Saffron cavalry is going to shoot at these Cataphracti because they probably will come back. My Persian mounted warriors tried to intercept the Magister Militum, the Roman general, but they died doing so. ally has charged these German pikes and they are just destroying them. And now he's going into these swordsmen and into these barbed skirmishes. And he's really getting a lot of kills with his cavalry right now. On this side, sadly, his cavalry got destroyed and they will flee very soon. My Armenian slingers have killed a lot of the archers here, but are now driven back, driven to this side by his Amigari defensors. He's moving forward with them, leaving his Legio Comitatenses behind for now. We finally defeated everyone here. They have come back to the battle, as you can see, but he hasn't moved them yet. Now he's moving them, but I already told my Zephyrin cavalry to fire at them. The melee is very soon going to begin. My Armenian slingers are now actually no longer in wide formation, in loose formation, and now firing, but still firing into these skirmishes. Back here, the cavalry is slowly going to be fought back. He has committed his general, his royal Burgundian general, even into this battle. And here the noble swordsmen are, well, no match for these noble Germanic horsemen, but they will be outnumbered very soon. As you can see, there's a lot of cavalry coming from the woods back here, trying to outmaneuver my ally. On my side, I'm going to slow down a little bit because there's so much happening right now. On my side, we can see he has took his cavalry, he had hidden it back here into this melee mix, and he's going to eat some spears tonight. As you can see, well, actually they have aimed for these, but the cavalry just got in the way. Back here, sadly, we missed the after throws. Well, we will get another chance to look at them. My cavalry is still fighting against the Magister Militum, and now my Zephyrin cavalry is in melee with one of his cavalries. I'm scared because I don't want to lose my Armenian slingers, so I'm getting my general over and these two Dalmatian Zogdian warriors. My immortals have formed these square formations to hold the enemy back for as long as they can. The elite immortals over here had nothing better to do, so I charged them into the flank of these units. And we can see over here my ally is fighting with all force against these cavalry. They've charged into his general and into his lines at all. And he's having a hard time fighting back the cavalry charge. Now from the other side we can see that the rest of the army of the Burgundians are coming. Now some deadly looking volleys into the bulks of defenders here. Well, meanwhile we are still holding the squares of my troops. I'm moving my Naft throws forward so they can maybe do some damage. My Zogdian warriors here are trying to stop 3 units of enemies now. 2 Legio Comitatenses and 1 Amigari Defensores. My Zephyrin cavalry here has taken care of the enemy Catifractory and are now charging into the Sagittarii to kill them in melee. My cavalry sadly still in fight now against, no longer against the general, he has fled, but now against these Cataphracti which have come into play. My general has taken care of these Scout Equites, and my Armenian slingers are now taking care of these Equites Dalmai. Also, I've drawn 1 Sogdian warriors into the fight. Back here we can see that he's taking heavy losses from these archers and is completely surrounded by cavalry and melee infantry. He finally fought back the cavalry.
The enemy have rallied their units.
And he has drawn his archers over to my side. can we see an after throw of here? We might see one. Here they are. A nice throw. Sadly, I can't do a screenshot of it. Why can't I? Excuse me. Let's pause for a moment. Pause. Pause. Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay, well, it's not listening to me. So that's good. But we can see some very nice naphtha throws into here. They're just... Look at this. That's so beautiful. Many of them are standing up again, but just the devastating look of it is enough to send these Legio combatants running. My cavalry has finally beaten the enemy cataphracti. My Zephyrin cavalry is not yet ready, not yet done killing archers, so they are trying to kill the rest. No, my enemy, my allies' enemy, the Burgunds, have drawn some noble Germanic horsemen over to my side. These Armenian slingers are eating the brunt of the charge, and my knife throws are now in melee with this cavalry. They got some one volley off before they get engaged. And now they are fighting. And look at the stats of these down here. Look at the stats of these naphtha throws. And they're going to take care of this cavalry unit without casualties. I tell you. My slingers got defeated. My ally got surrounded. Here's this last bulk of infantry fighting to the last man against not too many enemies actually, but here we can see my naphtha throwers taking care of this cavalry of noble Germanic horsemen. My slingers have fled the field, but these horsemen couldn't have gotten a worse target. Look at how quickly they die. These naphtha throwers, they are just going to town on these horsemen. My infantry has surrounded most of the enemies over here. My cavalry finally charged in the back, as well as my general. We're going to surround them slowly now. And where's my Zephyrin cavalry? Yeah, my Zephyrin cavalry is over here, killing more archers. And here comes the rest of my enemy, of the Burgunds. They took care of my ally. He's running away. Here we can see the naphtha throws. Oh, they did actually took casualties. Huh. I thought they didn't. But they lost 2 against like 40 archers, horsemen. And they are rearming their bombs and then hopefully throwing some more. It's interesting that I can't do anything, like I can't pause, just not reacting for some reason. Like, I don't know why that is. I can't make a screenshot. I can press K for the overlay to disappear, but no, my ally actually has beaten the enemies here, but they are still getting heavy shots. Well, not heavy shots, but fire shots into their backs. Here is a cavalry unit which is destroying these archers, but the Western Roman Empire finally fled the field. Sadly, we won't see another volley of these naphtha throws, I believe. Yeah, actually, no, they are not. I turned them around so they don't throw their naphtha bombs into my own units. But we took care of... Oh yeah, we took care of the enemy here, and they surrendered. And that's it. These naphtha throws really took care of business here. Sadly, I didn't get a good screenshot. I have to look into why I can't open my Steam overlay in battle. That's something really weird, and Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you did, then consider leaving a like and a comment down below. And two last things. First of all, please, 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 if you have a good replay, then consider sending it my way. You can find the email to send it to in the description down below. And the second thing is, you might have seen a new thumbnail, and this thumbnail is the idea of the brilliant Struppy, Struppy, der Struppy. He is a German Let's Player and a good friend of mine, I would say, on YouTube, that is, a good YouTube friend. And yeah, if you are German, then consider checking him out, or if you speak German, consider checking him out. I will link his channel in the description down below as well. Anyway, I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye.